Hey, fellow INFJ folk. So, I've been wanting to talk a little bit about this. It's about being called a narcissist. I got called a narcissist. I got called a narcissist by my wife. And in the moment, I don't know if she meant it or if she's joking. We're kind of in a joking mood, but we're kind of like borderline. She's borderline irritated with me, annoyed by me. And I was like, when she said it, it's like, how can you be any more narcissistic? And I was like, what? And I just walked out of the room. And so, what was happening before that, like I tend to get my annoying moments, and I'll give you more details as to why I get these annoying moments. But I was being annoying to her, and it was like out of playful joking around, and that's stuff that we do. We joke around a lot. We play around a lot, and we act like what I call a little bit abusive towards each other, but in a playful way, because from our past experiences of being in an abusive relationship. So we joke around and play around like that, and we laugh about it. And yeah, I don't remember specifically what I was doing, but I was like, oh my God, wow, you're tripping. Oh my God. And I could totally kind of get it where she was like seeing the narcissistic tendencies, because I was up here being annoying, and when she like gets annoyed with me, then I said that, and that's the way I responded. So like, I thought like, well, yeah, okay, but no, not really. I'm not really narcissistic, because there's a reason. But then when I was thinking of, well, a reason for me being narcissistic, it's also a narcissistic thing to do. Like, the reason why I was this way to you is because you were being this way. And I guess I'm like wanting to get you guys' thoughts, see what y'all think about this, if you go through something similar as this. But so, the reason why I get annoying is because I'm so uncomfortable. Like, we've been married for uh over 11 years, and things have changed. And she expresses that, well, like through all of our conversations, she expresses like it's her issue, and she's got issues that she doesn't tell me about, or there's just issues that she has as to reasons why there's a romantic blockade in our relationship, in our marriage. And like she expresses that I make her feel beautiful, because how I am with her, like every day, and all the compliments and all of this stuff, and she makes me I make her feel loved, and all of this, and wanted, and you know, sexualized, and all of that type of stuff. So I do that, and she doesn't want me to stop. But because I do that stuff is why she gets annoyed with me. And when she gets annoyed with me, I'm so confused, because like what I'm looking for is her attention, to just be like, give me some sort of attention, some positive reinforcement, to either like hug me, hold me, listen to me, flirt back with me, make out with me, cuddle me, um, some, all that type of stuff, just to have it in reciprocation, you know. to give it back to me, like, because she knows how it makes her feel. And I'm like, I'd enjoy that as well. And that's why I do it. But she doesn't. And I've communicated all of this with her before in previous times, multiple times. Again, it goes back into her issue. And so, like, when I do these things and I get so uncomfortable, then I end up like reaching at her and kind of like tickling her in a way, or I scare her. And it's just my awkwardness because I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be around her at times. I don't know how to engage physically with her. And we do have a lot of our moments where we're just sitting being with each other. But because I need that physicality and I need that attention and all, like I just previously said, I try and get her to give it to me and to engage with me, but she gives me excuses. And no, not now. And the thing with not now, now rarely happens. It happens like once in a great while. And it's so disheartening. So like I just try and keep on pushing and doing stuff, and it's so like I don't know how to be at times, a lot of times. Like I just want to express my love to her and with her, and a lot of times she resorts into thinking that I'm trying to make it sexual, and I was like, no, I'm just flirting. I just want to like hug and kiss you from behind, hold you from behind, or and just hold you at times. And like there's times where she's like, well, just do it. But like I'm talking about like majority of the time, or most of the time, a lot of the times, and when I try and say it, then she gets defensive, and so it creates that total confusion with me, and situations like that happen, and I'm just trying to like play it off and be like, not to get frustrated, and like so I play it off that way, like, oh, okay, this being this way, kind of like woe is me type of feeling. And I have a lot of my Eeyore moments, like, don't love me, nobody loves me. I go through all of that type of stuff, and I try and play it off. But those are real. That's a legit feeling that I have all the time because she doesn't reciprocate that love and affection towards me, or that flirtation, or that physicality. And I just struggle feeling how I want to feel. And it was kind of like there was a post about it on Facebook, and a person was reaching out to the INFJ group talking about it, and I kind of like told how my relationship is, and like I try multiple things to entice romance, and like I don't know what to do. Like I've tried so many things. I looked at everything basically, and I've tried everything and so many different things, constantly working at it. And it just feels like after we got married is when the physical and the sexual and the romance and everything just kind of like went faded away. And that's so frustrating. And like, and it feels like I've probably kind of been cheated in a way. And all of this just like makes me feel, reflecting on these type of situations, and like if that's really how she feels. I wonder if, when you joke a little bit, there's some truth to it, and if she really does feel some sort of way that I am being narcissistic in ways, and I can kind of see some of the stuff that I do could be narcissistic, but again, like I think of where I'm coming from with it all. Like it's all through pleading type of ways. Like, please give this to me. Please be this way with me. Please. And yeah, and it's just a lot of times it's not me being a pushover. It's like I give all kinds of different levels of everything, engaging with her and communicating with her. I give the authority. I give the loving, the caring, the sensitive, the all of this. Like I really, really work at it because communication. I work so hard at educating myself about communication and just so many things in relationship building and all of that. And it's just like it's to a point like, am I starting to be a real narcissist, or am I starting to be a bad husband? Am I starting to be, I don't know. It's been so many years like this. It's such a struggle. I feel lost a lot of times. I feel alone a lot of the times. Like even though we're in the same room, even though we talk and joke and laugh a lot, I still always feel empty. And like a lot of my educating, like through cultural ways, like we have these silos. I don't know if it's called different facets, but there's the emotional, there's the mental, there's the physical, and there's the spiritual. And a lot of times, what people think, like if you can impact the emotional, if we can impact the mental, then that's gonna seep into the spiritual and it's gonna affect the physical. And to a point, yeah. Like if you work out, you're gonna gradually impact some of them. But like I tell people, like you gotta focus equally and it's gotta be a balanced attack. You can't lack on any of those. However much emotional loving and everything that you're paying attention to, and the mental, you got to give it to the spiritual and the physical as well, because that impacts the whole self, and that's what's impacted overall. And people try to bypass it, and like I think that's a huge problem within relationships and communities and organizations and movements and all of that type of stuff. And it's just like I acknowledge that and I try to give that balance, but because it's not reciprocated, I'm stuck feeling like, am I just a bad person? I don't know. Through all this conversation, through all this sharing that I did with you, has anything resonated with you? Do you have any insight, some clarity, comment, some stuff that resonates with you and your experiences, and like just like sharing your similarities be helpful, I guess. Or I don't know, maybe this gives you an idea to are the strength and courage to share your own and whatever it may be. And I don't know what aspect of this being an INFJ, but I think it encompasses a lot of what it is to be an INFJ, the empathic, the instinctual, the insight, the what do you call, because I'm an advocate, I advocate for myself a lot. I advocate, I don't know. There's just all kinds of stuff, you know. Anyway, thank you all for listening. If you listen to this point, like, comment, subscribe. You really ain't gotta. I know. If you listen, I appreciate you. What do you call? Live long and prosper. Have a great day. Happy holidays. All of that type of stuff. Appreciate y'all for listening and for your comments.